Hello, beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're here looking at the new moon happening on February 26th, 2017. This is a special new moon as there is a solar eclipse that is also happening. So with this eclipse, I want you guys to really focus on your triggers. Are there certain words that people say that just trigger you? Are there certain actions that trigger you? What just causes you to lose it? All of a sudden you're calm and then you just lose it. What is it? Because it's probably going to happen in the next week or two. And so Spirit asks you, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that when that happens? Because this is our test. This is our emotional test, and we all are going to be going through it. All of us are going to be tested on our patience. We're going to be tested on our boundaries and what we want to do and how we want to stand when someone is trying to get us to that point. And remember, there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong about this. In certain regards, some of you guys are going to have to stand really strong and raise your voices to be heard. And in certain instances, some of you guys are going to have to stay calm and patient. I had a certain situation not too long ago, this past week actually, that somebody who I cared deeply about said some really abrasive things to me. And it broke my heart. And my first reaction was to take it in and villainize myself and say, you know what, they're right. I am an awful person. I am this. I am that. I am all of these things that were lies. But instead, I deflected it. And then the next reaction I had was I wanted to yell and scream and call them crazy and hurtful and how could they say such things. But instead, I sat with it. And I didn't take it in, mind you, I didn't take it in. I stayed strong in my core, in my spirit. And the next moment, that person spoke a very deep truth about them. And they exposed who they were to me without them knowing. But it was because I was in the space to listen and hear that I could hear their truth. So that's just one instance where I wanted to yell. I wanted to scream. But it wasn't the time. I had to listen so I could hear the truth. So now in the future, I know. And it was pushing buttons, pushing things that really hit at my core that were painful. They hit my triggers. So now what's going to happen when somebody hits yours? Maybe you usually roll over and let them just say it over and over again. And maybe this time you're going to say, no, no more. It's time to stop. But this eclipse is going to bring that about. This eclipse is going to show it to you and give you a chance to rise above, to quit the cycle and start anew. Don't fall for the triggers. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay. Let's see what is here. So let's start at the top, of course. Aries, justice. So yeah, I mean, it just, and I know usually I call in Spirit, but I had been speaking with Spirit before I actually turned on the video. And so I just went with the impetus of continuing on. So this is about the new moon, the new energy, and this energy is going to really last a little bit longer than usual new moons, seeing as it is an eclipse. A lot of times with the new moon, it goes through that lunar cycle up until, the next new moon. But this one can last anywhere between 6 months to a year. The energy resonates much longer, seeing as we have this eclipse. Now with Aries, we have justice. And having justice here, it's really saying that you are truly having to find your balance, but you're going to have to find your balance quickly. This is not a time to hesitate. This is not a time to second guess yourself. Trust your intuition. You only have a very limited time to react to a situation. And so you have to go with your gut. Don't second guess your gut. Now I'm shuffling right now and I'm going to pull the second card for Aries. Okay. Yes, okay. Do not hesitate. It is, you are in a place now that you've been healing from some situations that you wish would have stuck around. So, you're like, why didn't they stay with me? Why did I quit that job? Why did I move houses? Why did I do that? You are finally letting those go. And so what it's asking is, to continue with that process. You're onto something. You're making space for something new. And even if you feel that impetus of like, well, let me just double check to make sure that I've made the right choice. If you do that, you're going to lose this opportunity. So carry on, stay strong, Aries, and slice the snake before it bites you. All right, so then we have Taurus. You're coming in for a really big shakeup. Okay, there's going to be a big situation that happens out of the blue, and it's going to rock your world. It's going to rock your foundation. Now let's just pull an extra card on this. And it's going to hit you if you're not keeping yourself in balance. Yeah, it's going to hit really hard. You have a chance here. You have a chance to be kind of master of your fate if you stay in balance. And Taurus, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you guys are wanting to hide under the table, kind of like, and not deal with a situation or a person that you need to. And having the Tower and Two of Discs in reverse is saying you can't do that. This is something's gonna happen whether you like it or not. It's time to prepare. Forewarned is forearmed. So make sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings, your intuition. And I'm going to bring up intuition a lot during this reading because I really feel like it's needed. But Taurus, you really have to be ready. Be ready, be ready to go left instead of right. Be ready to go front instead of back. You have to have your balance on this one. Because that will help you get through this transition, and then afterwards you can look back and be like, aha, I made it, and look where I am now. Okay, so then I have Gemini. Gemini, the Chariot. Is there something that you're emotionally attached to? Is there something that you just feel connected, like at a soul level? If you do, go for it. Go forward. Do it. Yes, the Chariot is asking you to move forward with it. If you feel an emotional connection with a person, with a job, with a situation, you need to move forward. So, let's see. The Queen of Discs reverse. How interesting that this comes up, because I think this is your test. This is like how this reading is kind of falling. It's like what you need to do and what is testing you. And it's funny that it's happening that way this time around. You need to move forward on it, and somebody's going to try to stop you, and they might try to take funds from you. If you are financially dependent on someone, then they're going to try to take your money and say, I'm not going to give you anything because you're not doing what I want. Or they might, kick you out of the house, or, you know, take your car, something along the lines of that, you know, or say you just can't do it. You can't financially make this happen. You can't do anything without me. Without me and my money and my earthly goods. And you know that's not true. You'll find a way, and you have to find a way because it's your destiny. So don't lose hope, Gemini. There will be somebody, and it will most likely be an earth sign. So it's going to be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus that's going to say, hey, you can't do this, but you know you can, Gemini, and you just, you know, give them the hand, say and walk away. And it's really interesting for everyone who's watching this reading is, you know, when I bring up someone like this, like the Queen of Discs, who is an earth sign, and I just finished the Taurus, and do you see what they're going through? They're going through a lot of transition. They're going through something that hurts, that's painful, they feel out of balance. So they're not acting, some Taurus people may not be acting themselves. You know, they might be feeling some pain, some hurt. So now you know to love up on them, to say, hey, I understand that, you know, you might be feeling a little out of balance and that you had a really big shakeup. Well, it's okay. It's all right. I love you, and you don't have to put it on me. I got this. I got this. I know what I need to do. I love you. So this is going to help you deal with other people too, because everyone's going to be going through the thick of it right now. And so instead of getting angry and defensive and be like, you suck, you're horrible, blah, 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 understand their situation. So like if you do combat with somebody, if you feel up to it, be like, hey, when were you born? Look up their sun, moon, rising and see what they're going through. Okay. So then we have Cancer. Cancer, the gift. This, it almost brings tears to my eyes to see this for the Cancers, because I know a lot of Cancers right now are going through a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-hatred, and like working on that. And so Spirit just wants me to say, like, you're a gift. You're a gift. Understand that. Understand your gift. Only you can. I mean, there's not much more I can give this to you, but for every Cancer, understand you are the gift. Now, let's see. This one. And you can't sleep right now, Cancer. You can't sleep on it. You got to move forward with it. This is not the time to go into your shell and stress yourself out into immobilization, stress yourself out into freezing. You are the gift. You have to slowly, even if it's slowly, move forward with it. Move forward with yourself. Self-doubt is not an option right now. And if you are feeling that, we'll find a sign that you can go talk to. Right now, I'm looking at everyone else, and they're going through a lot. But you need someone to love up on you right now, Cancer. You do. You need a flippin' hug. So I'm sending one to you. But there will be another sign who I will direct you to in just a minute, I'm sure. All right, Leo. Leo, 9 of Wands. All right, so you're gonna, man, you have a lot of choices to make. You have a lot of aspects coming in and out of your life. And I'm sure you feel really overwhelmed, but I think it's really exciting for you too. You're in the zone, like you're finding your rhythm and you're just like killing it. You're killing it right now. You know, and you're like, I'm just going to keep going with this. I'm going with my bad self. This is good. It's a good energy that's coming out of this 9 of Wands. Like, you're like, I'm just going to go with my passion. I'm going with my gut. And all of these choices and people and ideas are coming in. Now the hard part is deciding which ones to keep and which ones to let go. And then you have the Ace of Wands. Leo, go love up on a Cancer, okay? You're in a good space. So definitely, if you know a Cancer, Leo, go give them a hug. They need some of your passion and love. They do. They need to know that it's going to be okay. And you are in it to win it. I mean, you had a hunch, you had this idea. There's all these choices going on, and you just looked at them and you go, this one, and you're moving forward with it. So that hunch, that feeling that there's something special about this. There's something special about this person, this idea. Go with it. You know it. I don't even need to say anything, Leo. You've already got this. This eclipse is just going to strengthen you and your power and your resolve. Go for it. And then we have the Eight of Chalices, and this is for Virgo. Virgo, it's scary. You don't know what's going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen? You have to walk forward. Keep walking forward. Don't look back. Don't look back at what was. You need to keep going forward. Don't do it. Don't look back. Don't do it. It doesn't help you right now. Go forward. Look at the swirling winds in front of you. They're beautiful. Yeah, you don't know where it's going. That's okay. That's all right. Just keep going forward. And I'm getting a sense some Virgos might have some habits that they're also, moving away from, and that's why you want to look back on them. You're like, this would. Remember when I could do this and I could eat a whole cake and not gain 20 pounds? Well, look forward. Keep going. And this is what the Six of Cups says too. It's not time for nostalgia. It's not time to be like shoulda, coulda, woulda. This is a new day. This is a new era. This is a new age. We need you to go forward and no longer react from past actions. Okay. And then I have Libra, the Magician. Oh, beautiful. Libra, the Magician. You guys are just a powerful bunch. You guys have been for the last few months, man. Libra. Use your powers for good, not for evil. I love this Magician because it's such a beautiful card, but at the same time, it's like toying with a person in its hands, So it always reminds me to warn you guys of manipulation, and sometimes the manipulation isn't conscious, so you're just subconsciously manipulating someone. So don't do that because you are very strong. And I also love that this is, a huge Fargan moon behind you. And so I think this is going to really resonate as the new moon passes and moves on to the full moon. That you are understanding where you are in this world and your power. And so you're getting a really clear sense of how to deal with people, what they need, what you need when you're around them. Okay, and so you can't hoard that. Yeah, you might feel a sense of like, how will I gain from this? What will I gain from this interaction? What will I get in return? You can't really do that in this situation. You just have to do what is right when it's right at that time. So instead of, going into, let's say you're working, you work at a restaurant, and you go and help a table and they leave their purse there. So you go and you see the purse and you see the people walking out. And so you can go run and meet them and give this woman back her purse. But it's a little difficult, it's going to mess up your sink. You're just, you have a lot of tables going on. Or you could just put it behind and be like, they'll come back for it. They'll figure out that they missed it. The right thing to do is to hustle and just go give it to them, even though it might throw you off for a moment. But that's the right thing to do. So, instead of thinking like, oh, you know, but I need some time to get my work done, blah, blah, blah. I have too many tables. I'm stressed out. You know what the right thing is, and you know how to help out others. And once you start to do that, it will be reciprocated in different ways. You might not see it right away. You might not even see it in the next 4 months. You might not even see it in the next 6 months. It might take a year for it to start to reciprocate. But you're building a huge karmic bank, and it will come back to you. All right, so that was Libra, and so now I have Scorpio. Scorpio, King of Chalices. So I feel like you're going to meet somebody who's going to change your life, and they're going to be a water sign like you. So it could be a fellow Scorpio, or it could be a Cancer, or it could be a Pisces. And whoever this person is going to shift you, is going to open you up emotionally. Those of the Scorpios who have been closed off lately, you're going to feel open. Now, on the flip side, you might be this person. You might be this person who's going to be helping out the others open up. You're going to finally find your strength. You're going to find your footing. And remember, Scorpio, you are the sign that can delve deep. You guys can delve really, really deep and come out smelling like roses. And so for a lot of you, I think that's going to be it. And I feel like you're going to be really connecting with Geminis. And I think with Cancers. And I do feel Taurus too. And you're going to be able to talk them off the ledge. But for some of you, it's going to be somebody doing that for you. Transformation. How awesome. Yes. You are bringing in the transformation, or somebody is bringing in the transformation for you. I really feel like for the majority, Scorpio, this is your work. This is your path. Is that transformation is definitely, plutonic and has the feel of a Scorpio, because, well, death is ruled by Scorpio. This card is ruled by Scorpio. So yeah, for most of you guys, you are bringing in the shift, the transition. And even though for some it will be hard to understand, you will be able to just look at them and just say, I know. And they'll break down into tears and just tell you weird, bizarre things about themselves, and you'll be able to hold space for them and help with their own transformation. Scorpio, you little wizards, you little magic men and women. That's awesome. Scorpio, thank you so much for the work that you are about to get people through. And remember that when you are doing this, to do it with love in your heart, to do it with compassion, kindness, and acknowledging the potential in that person and the potential in you. Always work from a space of rising people up instead of trying to bring them down, because you are magic right now. This eclipse is eclipsing out the whole entire side of you that's saying, I don't believe in magic, I don't believe that I'm powerful, I don't believe that I'm a god or goddess. This is saying, yeah, you are, whether you like it or not. So step up. Yeah, step up and be this amazing human being that we need you to be, with love in your heart. Okay, and then we have Sagittarius, 4 of Wands. So celebrating. I hope you guys get to celebrate something wonderful. The 4 of Wands is about that, bringing up the joy. So Sagittarius, once again, I would say, help out your fellow signs here who are going through some issues. Aries, they've got they know what they need to do. But once again, I'm just feeling it for my 3 signs up here, my Taurians, my Geminis, and my Cancers, who are really getting the brunt of it right now. So take them out, buy them a drink, and let them help them celebrate, because you're going to have that in your heart. You're going to have people coming over to you and being like, you just seem so jolly. I wanted to be near you. You just seem so happy, Sagittarius. Thanks so much for being awesome. And for those Sagittarius who don't feel that, you need to go do that. You need to go have fun and enjoy yourself. If you are feeling this, energy from everyone else and feeling really dampened by it, go celebrate life. Go celebrate. Because you won't know which one to do because you're confused right now. And that's going to be your test. Is you feel foggy. You feel foggy, so when Sagittarius, when you feel foggy, you want to either overindulge and party too hard, or just go to bed. There is no either or. But Sagittarius, you guys are so fun and so outgoing, that I want you to have fun with that in a safe way. So don't over party, don't overdo it, don't over work out, and make sure that what you're doing is sustainable. Okay? Because I do feel like for the majority of Sagittarians, that's what you're going to want to do, is just be like, forget it, I'm going balls to the wall, we're doing this now, and lining up the shots and taking them all down. Or, going to the gym and I'm going to run 20 miles today, and you've only ever run a max of 5, So, don't overdo it because you don't know what to do. Okay? Then we have the Three of Chalices, and this is for Capricorn. Capricorn, find your friends, have fun with them. The Three of Chalices is, your buddies. Call on your buddies, because your buddies might be needing your help. They need you to be the stable hand that guides them through. And that's going to make you feel really good, because I think you're going to hear that from someone. You're going to hear someone say, I need you. And that will just hit you deeply. Like, that's what I've been missing. That's what I've been missing. And we have Temperance reversed. Yeah, I think you've been too alone for too long. And unlike Sagittarius, who's like, let's go out and party, when things are getting a little hairy, scary, you guys just shut down and stay within. And you could be in a group of people, but you're off somewhere else. And you're just keeping your head down and working. So let's find that balance. Let's find that, home work balance. Don't go to work 15 hours a day just because things feel rough, things feel uneasy. You don't feel in check, You don't feel yourself. This time, it's time for you to go out. It's time for you to reach out, because somebody needs you and you need them. So if you need somebody, let them know. All right, Aquarius. Then we have the Two of Swords. How interesting, because we have the Two of Swords over here too. And this is with Sagittarius. So go help out the Sagittarius. Take them out, Aquarius, I really do. I do think that. Like, Sagittarius is feeling foggy. They need to celebrate. They need something worth going for. And you have the medicine. You have it. You have a reason for them to celebrate. What is it? What is it, Aquarius? And even if it's just, hey, it's Wednesday, let's go celebrate. That's good enough. Like, and you're going to help them get out of this fog in a way, I think. You're going to help some people also get out of the fog. There's a lot of fog going on, people. Nine of Cups. The reason why you can help out the others get out of the fog and choose wisely is because you are manifesting your wishes. You're manifesting what you've been wanting forever. It's starting to happen. And the process that you went through it was grueling, wasn't it? It was tough. And those who are like, I don't know what you're talking about, nothing in my life is going right. Hold on a second. Wait for this eclipse. Wait this next 6 months and see. Just see what happens. There might be some rough patches, but all of a sudden, something you've been wishing for and desiring is going to appear in some regards. You're going to see it. It might not be an Aquarius. Aquarius is a quirky sign anyways, so you know it's not going to happen just like you asked. You know it's going to happen in some strange, interesting fashion. But because of this, you have the capacity to cut through the BS, to cut through the fog, to cut through what is blinding. Because you've been there, done that. And so that's how you're going to help out all of these other signs, especially the Sag. And Pisces, Page of Wands. There's a message coming in for you. It's spirited. It's asking you to get to work. Pisces, you've been having a lot of fun, it seems like. And that is good. Pisces, get it. Have some fun. But now it's asking, it wants to bring you down to Earth. It wants you to combine with Earth. You've been on a cosmic journey, like the little cosmonaut just going through the universe. And now, Spirit is asking you to teach us what you've learned on your adventures. Okay. Exactly. Because then we get the Three of Discs, which is people acknowledging your work and what you've been doing. This is people seeing you and seeing your worth and seeing how you've grown and where the potential you have. So the challenge of that, though, is not to push it aside as something that, isn't a big deal. Like be like, whatever, yeah, I know I just went to Sirius and back, and it's cool, and that's all right. I know all about the moon, all this. It's like you can talk like in this very magical way, and it just make it so nonchalant and like not important at all, and it's going to and it is important, Pisces. That's the thing. That's what you have, the knowledge you have is important. And people will look to you for it, and they want to, give you money or give you something in return for your gifts. So don't just push it aside and just be like aloof and nonchalant about it. You could stand to gain something from this. So this new moon, it's exciting. This is a powerful reading, you guys. This is really a strong reading for everyone. A lot of shift is happening. We have the eclipse. Take it slow. Be gentle, but be gentle so much with yourself, and don't beat yourself up when you are triggered and react in a way that gosh, I regret that. Everyone's going to do it. Everybody, whether it's just a small little thing or if it's blown out of proportion. So be kind to your fellow signs here. As you can see, we're all going through something, and it's big on everyone's account. Like, except for Leo. Leo's having a great old time, but they're still going through something big too, a really big change. It's super positive and exciting, but it's still big. Okay. If you would like a personal reading, you can find me on Facebook, my website, or go to my, or you can email me. All right. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.